Hi, my name is Patrick Herning, and this is FashionFiles magazine. So the concept began approximately a year ago, and timing is critical to understand the cadence of how quickly this is developed for us. Top line for most fashion consumers to understand is we have embarked on a journey to become the net-a-porter for women's sizes 10 to 20. So for the first time in the industry, we are offering this customer of a certain size mainstream designers that you've heard of: Marchesa, Monique Lhuillier, Brandon Maxwell, Christian Siriano, ready to wear sizes 10 to 20 that she can get immediately. So for this consumer who's had access to trunk shows, personal shoppers, she has been able to have some of these designers like Zach Posen, but it's taken 3 months for her to have a turnaround time. So what we're offering now is immediate, right? She can see it, she can buy it, we can ship it to her, she can have it the next day. The plus movement has been underway for quite some time, and we're taking a very specific lane within the conversation. So what hasn't existed for this customer in the past is luxury, right? It's been contemporary, it's been fast fashion, it's been a lot of items that have been great but have not been elevated. So when we decided to enter the market, when my co-founder and I decided to enter the market, the lane we decided to pick was luxury because that's what hasn't happened before. So it was critically important for us to not follow, rather to lead. So there's been several parts of this process, right? And so initially, you need to understand that this happened right after the movement that began on the runway last February. But you need to understand that we had already been incepted 6 months beforehand. So a lot of work had already gone into the concept prior to what we saw on the runway. So life is all about timing, and it was very opportunistic for us. And so it's really relationship based. So I've been in the business for approximately 10 years in tech, 10 years in fashion lifestyle brand building. My co-founder has been in editorial. She worked for Anna at Vogue for the past 2 decades. So between us, we have 4 decades of relationships in the industry. And so many of the designers we knew personally. Monique Lhuillier is a good friend. The designers of Leline are good friends. Obviously, Christian Siriano has been very vocal and probable in this movement. So we had a short list of designers that we wanted to approach based on personal relationships. And then the rest, it was really presenting the opportunity. I don't think anybody in the industry would ever look away from a revenue opportunity. Retail's upside down and everybody's trying to figure it out. And especially what happened last February, this movement isn't a trend. This is here to stay. So designers need to get on board. So we had a tremendous response. Everyone was incredibly supportive. And those that weren't, whether it be for image reasons or otherwise, we've always maintained a very positive approach. And look, we know that this is going to be the industry norm. So in 36 months' time, when we look back on this, we're going to say, what was the big deal? Right? And so if you look at our brand matrix, we've launched with 14, we added another 10 for Resort, we're closing out spring, which will deliver in the new year at 35 brands, and by fall we're going to be teetering on 100. So it just shows how quickly the industry is catching up. We love who we've launched with, and that brand matrix is continuing to grow. I think for lots of reasons the European designers are going to be very important. Valentino, Gucci, we're really excited about that. My co-founder was in Paris for Spring Market, and we've already made some headway. And look, some conversations happen very quickly and some take time, and that's okay. We're here for the long haul. You know, we really focused on the US at first. We're definitely a global platform. But it was our backyard, it's where we had relationships, so it was important to us to establish the brand with existing partners in the US. And as we plan to grow, that's where the Europeans come in. We've already begun some conversations, and we have the former fashion director of Barney's, Julie Gilhart, on to help build that business with us, which is very exciting. She has an incredible reputation. And in terms of Europeans' perception, we're doing a site relaunch in the beginning of the year. We're going to be in Europe for fall market, and that's where we'll start to see traction. If I look at retail in this market, you have Tom Ford, Dior just opened. There's a tremendous amount of wealth in the middle of the country. And for us, this is an incredible destination to reach our customer, right? It's sophisticated, it's consumer centric. Our customer's absolutely here. And we want to go find her in a traditional sense, in a traditional brick and mortar sense, even though we're an e-commerce company, to bring the brand to life where women can see, touch, feel for the very first time. That to us is incredibly important. For us, the ethos of the brand, of the 11 Honoré brand, is to be as inclusive as possible, right? And so what we have fought for this customer is to deliver her the exact same options straight size women have. So for us to follow the traditional fashion calendar, that's what every straight size woman has access to. So there's absolutely no difference in what our product offering is versus a Net-a-Porter, a Matches, a Moda. We're the exact same platform. Mm-hmm. For us, it's global. Absolutely. We're very excited about the United States. Early traction has been incredibly positive. We're capitalized with the top venture capital firms in the country. We want to be in London. We want to be in the Middle East. We already are figuring out plans for Dubai in the new year. So global expansion's important. And then also physical brick and mortar.